Inaugural season of your Far East Basketball League, presented to you by Nature Spring, Fat Boys Pizza, and Easy Jersey of Design. My name is Hans Galuria, and together with me is Coach Anton de los Reyes, giving you the action here at Quezon City. Coach Anton, this is a very momentous start to the season.
It is indeed. This is the first season of the FEBL. All the teams are excited as the tagline goes, Kami naman.
Kami naman, this is their opportunity to finally showcase their skills in the mainstream media. And also to take note, medyo matagal-tagal yata ang ating magiging season, right? As far as I can remember.
That's correct. Our tournament format, double round robin, top 4 teams will advance. Seeded number 1 and 2 will go twice to beat. So that's the tournament.
Yeah, that is actually major because when you think about it, a lot of these participating teams in which we will be seeing in just a bit. Coach, kindly elaborate to me a little bit more on how big it is to have a double elimination standout. And ano bang kahalagahan ng double elimination, especially in this kind of tournament?
Well, it gives you time to feel out and adjust. Because remember, if you lose in the first round, you can always kind of like have that revenge ball game and adjust to the other team. So that's a big importance of double round robin.
Now we're going to be going to the participating teams in which we will see right here, right now, because there's a lot of them, 10 to be specific, and we will be seeing 6 of them today, right?
That is correct. So we're going to have, for the first game, RTU versus PCU. Para sa second game, St. Cat versus AUF. PUP versus Aranya in the third game today.
Just in a bit, we will be seeing the schedules. But again, one of the things that you have to take note of are none other than the first matchup that we will be having today. It's Rizal Technological University to go up against Philippine Christian University. And you see a little bit of them right now on your screens. Coach Anton, talk to me about PCU in general. They're the ones hailing from Manila, and I'm sure that they have something to give today.
That's correct. PCU second league this year. So they have actually 3 tournaments, this being the second. This is sort of a preparation for the mother tournament that they have. So this is a good league for them to get their bearings, so to speak.
Meanwhile, for Rizal Technological University, this is also a team that has some of their players from very well-known families as well. Pero do you have anything in terms of the program and what they can contribute to FEBL?
So for RTU, again, this is also their second league. They have another tournament coming up, which is their main tournament later on this year. So again, this is for preparation. So this is a good avenue for them to prepare for their mother leagues.
Napakarami na nga abangan nating mga pangalan dito, and we mentioned from junior basketball programs, and I'm sure na talagang kakayanin nila yan. But we will also be talking to one of our people or teammates that are part of the panel as well. Angelica Sarmiento, what's up there?
Happy to be with you, Hans and Coach Anton. In a few minutes na, magsisimula na nga ang game na ito. At talaga namang exciting nga ito dahil balita ko parehas na kagagaling ng dalawang team na ito sa ibang liga. Kaya naman sila ay well conditioned na talaga namang batak na batak sa ensayo. Kaya kaabang-abang sinong mananatiling matikas hanggang sa huli. Back to you, gentlemen.
You've heard a little bit more from Ms. Angelica Sarmiento. Don't worry guys, you'll be seeing that in just a bit because in addition, gaya ng nabanggit niya kanina, talagang sagad sa ensayo itong dalawang teams na to. Why? Because they were also champions from the other leagues na siguro alam nyo na rin kung saan sila mga nagmula kung sinusuportahan nyo ang dalawang kupunan na ito.
That's correct. We're talking about RTU, champions in a previous league, and for PCU, they're also champions as well in another league. So like what you said, talagang champions itong dalawang team na to. So maganda talaga ang labanan for today.
This is a battle of champions. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? The first game of the FEBL's inaugural season. Let's throw it over to our game announcer.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are glad to have you here at New Era Central Recreation and Fitness Center here in Quezon City, as we bring you the opening day of Far East Basketball League, featuring RTU Blue Thunders versus PCU Dolphins. And now let's meet the starters, beginning with the PCU Dolphins. Starting guard number 4, Christian Austria. Shooting guard number 22, Troy Money Polo. Small forward, number 81, Don Pasqua. Power forward, number 10, Lionel Failon. And playing center, number 6, J.M. Bautista. PCU Dolphins is headed by Oscar B-Boy Simon, assisted by Mark Ordonez. And now let's meet the starters from the RTU Blue Thunders. One guard, number 25, Stephen Torralba. Two guard, number 7, Anton Nitura. Small forward, number 5, John Prolius. Power forward, number 21, Kirby Escoto. And man in the middle, number 30, Jericho Harabejo. Head coach for the RTU Blue Thunders, Mondale Martinez. Our game officials, crew chief J.R. Desura, umpire 1 Edu Agua, and umpire 2 Edison Abao. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the opening day of Far East Basketball League. Coming naman!
Starters are already showcased on your screens right now. It's Torralba, Nitura, Prolies, Escoto, and Harabea for RTU. Meanwhile, it's PCU with Manipolo, Austria, Pasqua, Failon, and Bautista. We are yet to see kung ano ba ang kayang ibigay ng dalawang teams na ito as we start the very first game of Far East Basketball League with a jump ball that went onto the side of RTU as they start their very first game. It is very important for them to set the pace mula dito sa pinakaunang mga minuto ng ating laban as Nitura lands on two for the
That's a great three-point shot by Nitura. He is known to be their shooter, talking about Antonio Nitura. That's number 7 for RTU.
Yep, Anton really just showcasing what he has in terms of his arsenal. Meanwhile, lilipat naman at gustong bumawi ang kupunan ng PCU. Not gonna happen there. Manipolo with a good tap. But that was a better executed layup na nanggaling dito kay Torralba.
So you did mention they need to set the tone, and RTU setting the tone, getting their fast break, their offense going right away in today's ball game.
Just a little bit more than a minute remaining in our first quarter. Isang minuto pa lang ang nakalipas, pero medyo nahihirapan ng PCU to try and find their shots. It's just there. RTU playing good defense.
Exactly, and you see there, 2 3-point attempts. Coach B-Boy Simon mentioned everyone has the green light to shoot as long as it is within their system.
Prolies now swarmed by the defense of PCU this time. Si Torralba ngayon, only 8 seconds left to shoot. Nitura tries again. He makes that, but he's stepping on the line.
So Nitura running out of real estate in that possession. You have to be more aware, no? You have to have your court awareness at all times during the ball game.
Alam mo, minsan kasi malaki din yung paa mo eh. Hindi mo rin mapipigilan at some point in time. But yes, you have to be aware of your court at all times, and that is what Austria and Failon is doing right now as he lands on that three.
So that three-pointer from the top of the key, we did mention everyone has the green light to shoot, and that's the third different player that took a three-point shot.
No, is this gonna be a shootout? I wasn't ready for it, but you know what? I'll take it. Namintis lang yon ng kupunan ng RTU. This time it's Austria speeding up the tempo. A foul is going to be called against the side of PCU, and it will be Danjelo Pasqua from the PCU Dolphins who will try at the charity stripe.
So earlier we saw RTU pushing the pace. PCU not afraid to push the pace as well, as Pasqua being the recipient of that fast break pass.
I mean, ngayon, Coach, parang ngayong umaga, this age group, right, the 25 under division, dito mo makikita na talagang play na play ang lahat ng mga manlalaro, and you can obviously see most of them to try and land on those shots, as that is just not gonna work para dito kay Manipolo, and RTU now back with a fresh 20.
So Manipolo played the passing lane really well. Sayang lang hindi niya na-convert yung short jumper.
Here's Torralba. That's a three. Para kay Stephen Torralba, who now has 5 out of the 8 points of PCU.
So Steven Torralba, one of the shooters as well para sa RTU Blue Thunders. That's someone we're going to watch out for in today's ballgame.
Yup, it's really gonna matter, especially with Coach TJ Washington just showcasing and leading this team onto the charge as a miss happens there para kay Failon. A hit or miss there para sa kupunan ng PCU as they try to bounce back on defense, but Prolies almost making that one. PCU with a rebound.
So Prolies not getting that short jumper to go, pero as you can see, one attempt lang for both teams.
Austria.
Crashing the boards.
Woo. Leaving it to Failon. That's a good dish to go, man.
Yes, that's a good pass. Napakagandang pass yan from the baseline. Failon getting that jumper to go from the baseline.
So far, it has been all Failon that has scored for the side of PCU, getting all of their 6 points. But there is a block, courtesy of Failon. He gets it down under, and that's Dan Gelo Pasqua once again to start it off with an N1 play.
So D'Angelo Pasqua getting that block, finishing that fast break or transition offense as well. He was rewarded with that foul, and I say reward because alam mo naman, bonus yan eh, di ba? Extra point.
And in addition, I feel like Pasqua is one of those players na hindi takot na sumugod ng tuloy-tuloy. He's been at the line twice in the past 4 minutes.
Matapang ang ano natin dyan, and we are full of tough and matatapang na players dito sa FEBL.
Yup, and so far PCU now leads 9-8. Them getting a charge. This time they're gonna try again, and that is going to be Castor Troy Manipolo for the 2 points.
Active hands being shown there on the defense. Torralba losing the leather.
Almost getting out of bounds, trying to save it is PCU. Hindi nga lang mangyayari yon. For everybody's information, we are currently live at Facebook and the YouTube channels of the FEBL. So kung sakali na mamaya or ngayon pinapanood nyo na ang inyong mga paboritong manlalaro, just make sure to leave us a like and a follow as well. But so far, as we were saying, it's been a shootout. It's probably gonna stay like that, Coach Anton.
That is correct, Hans. These two teams, again, not gun-shy. They like to shoot the rock. They like to run. So this is going to be an exciting, fast-paced ball game.
So far, it is fast-paced. 11-8 is the score. But that's going to be an offensive foul. Masyadong mabilis itong si Torralba, which led to an illegal screen para sa RTU.
Yes, so you gotta be more disciplined in terms of setting those picks. You should not move. You have to wait for your teammate to be able to get past that screen that you're setting. So patience and discipline, importante talaga yan.
Si Rancer Serrano matatabagan yung offensive foul here for the side of RTU. It's still 5 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 11-8 is our score. This has been a battle of the champions because of the familiarity of these two teams. Kahit na hindi pa sila naglalaban at ito pa lang ang unang matchup nila ngayon.
Funny you mentioned something about familiarity. I spoke to assistant coach Martires earlier and he mentioned they're working on their chemistry, itong RTU.
All right. I guess that's something that we will be seeing, especially ngayon na nagsisimula na ang ating season. I believe that's Austria coming up short to the left. Serrano with a rebound. Fast break opportunity. Iwan kay Prolies and a quick 2 for Jan.
Great find. Prolies, nice position inside to get that easy 2-point basket.
We're at the halfway point of the first quarter as we speak. It's Austria again who's going to try his best. He was able to fish a foul against Prolies. Prolies thought he had it right in.
I thought as well, but apparently the referee saw something different. I always mention this, it's kind of funny. Whenever a player scores, and I don't know if you want to keep track of this, but whenever a player scores, maybe 50 to 75% of the time, pag bumaba, siya yung foul.
Yeah.
It's one of those coincidences, no? Rare coincidences talaga.
Baka posibleng makita natin yan later on, right?
Kasi,
right?
Excited
right? You know what? You know what? You can focus on it on the next play. We'll see it in a bit as Austria is about to make or miss. Or miss. Yeah, I jinxed it. I'm sorry, man. But there is That guy right there, Steven De Castro, paving the way for PCU to get the lead right back.
Great offensive rebound by De Castro.
All right. Nope, no De Castro foul right there. Instead, it was Filon getting a defensive rebound for PCU as they now lead by 4. Filon leaving it over to Manipolo for 3. That's a little short. Yung sipag nitong si Filon ay kitang-kita mo na talaga later on. De Castro swarmed again by the defense, decides to settle for the fadeaway, and that's a-okay.
De Castro, Filon, keeping that ball alive. De Castro getting that second chance opportunity. Third chance actually. Napakaganda ng pinapakita talaga ng PCU ngayon. Defense, offense.
Harabeho. Talagang pinilit niya yung paraan na yun. If it wasn't a foul, it would have been very difficult for them. It could have led to a turnover, pero si Harabeho ang masusubukan ngayon at the free throw line. And as far as I can remember, RTU almost already at penalty situation. This is just the first team foul for inside the PCU.
That's correct. Ang si Harabeho trying to get something going for his team para hindi masyadong makakuha ng momentum ang PCU.
Yup. This time, it's Gonzalez. Toralba with only 10 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Gets a screen, goes inside, ball stolen. At ngayon nagmamadali na naman si Pascua. He's not afraid of contact whatsoever, and this is gonna be his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
So Pascua, like what you said, really not afraid of contact, taking it to the heart of the defense, going up strong in that fast break play. Saka talagang, remember earlier he got a block, and then now he got a steal. So Pascua, D'Angelo Pascua, doing it all, offense and defense. Just missed that first free throw.
Although this is a part of this is an aspect of his game that he has yet to work on, his consistency in terms of the free throw lines. He's had visits there. Unfortunately, I believe he has only made 3 out of those 5 attempts. So kahit papano, I mean 3 out of those 6 attempts, right? But at some point in time, it's better than nothing.
Yes.
You will at least get to make those, and they lead by 7 now. The largest of the lead so far. The foul is going to be called, and I believe it's still beyond out of their team foul situation, so no penalty free throw line is going to be called just yet. Timeout is called here by the side of RTU. We will be back 70-10 in favor of PCU. Back into the ball game we go. This is now the side of RTU trying their best to get inside, but it was left off Stephen Toralba. Ball goes to the side of PCU.
Active hands being shown by the Dolphins, getting Stephen Toralba to commit that turnover.
This time around, Manipolo goes to the center now for Filon. He's gonna try with a crossover, a mean one, but was rejected by the RTU defense. Toralba ngayon nagmamadali. Gonzalez stopping, leaving it up in the air para kay Serrano.
Great recognition by the Blue Thunders, finding his teammate for that alley-oop play.
First 2 points para kay Serrano sa pagkakataon na yun. It is now down to a 5-point lead para sa kupunan ng PCU Dolphins as Pascua. Only 5 seconds to work with. Good defense here But it was taken right back by PCU. Lilipat na naman. Absorbing contact, but that's not a foul. Instead, it's a traveling violation.
So we see that way too often nowadays. Yung Yugo step, that's what they call it. When you jump off the same foot, leg, land on that same leg, that's going to get you called for steps. Hindi talaga pwede yan. I think pang barangay, pwede yan. They'll let it go.
Kumbaga, ano yung pinagpipilian no, at some point in time. All right, we're gonna figure that out in a couple of minutes now as Trinidad struggling to go up against Manipolo. 12 seconds remaining in the shot clock here. They're gonna try this time around. Torralba goes to his right, stopped. 5 seconds remaining now. They leave it up to Trinidad for the shot, and that is good.
Trinidad gets that buzzer beater to go. Shot clock was winding down. The Dolphins were playing really good defense for the good part of that shot clock. I would say 23.5 seconds until that three-pointer by Torralba. Sorry, Trinidad.
Yup,
John
that was Trinidad.
Jacob Trinidad.
John Jacob Trinidad. Ibinalik na namang muli ang kupunan ng RTU to just 2 points away from the PCU lead. Almost a fader there galing kay Gonzalez. It is not gonna work, but a foul is called away from the basketball. Actually, away from their own court. As a coach, this is not what you want, especially if you're in penalty situation.
That is correct because you're stopping time, giving the other team a chance to increase their lead, get their momentum again. Kasi remember, RTU nakahabol na. This was from 6 points down, 2 points na lang. You were gaining some momentum. Tapos you commit a foul about 30-35 feet away from the basket. Masakit yun. Penalty ka pa.
Penalty situation.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you are the coaching staff now of RTU, you'd say at some point it was a good foul because he has only made 1 for 2. I would like to correct myself. That is Michael Romero wearing number 99 for the side of PCU Manila. And now they lead by just 3 points. As a foul is going to be called now against the side of PCU. And the players can't believe it. Like, we were playing good defense.
They have been playing good defense. Remember, in the previous possession, they were almost going to give RTU shot clock violation.
They're going to have to be careful. And that's the defense you were talking about, Coach.
There you go. Talagang yung defense ng PCU in your face. First quarter pa lang, the pressure is really there. And this is the best time actually to give that kind of pressure kasi fresh ka pa hindi ka pa pagod.
Yup, and later on, posibleng mag-dwindle yan or depends with the consistency and stamina of this PCU team na posible nating makita yan.
Depends also on the rotation of head coach B-Boy Simon.
Which means he really has to do good, and that is a good move. Galing dito kay Austria.
Christian Austria with that Pinoy step. Getting
Now,
his defender off guard.
just 15 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. No more shot clock here for the side. Torralba is going to try to leave it for Serrano. Doesn't get the friendly bounce. 3 seconds remaining. Is he going to throw it up in time? That is good. Brought to you by Michael Romero, who has now 7 points to finish off this first quarter. What an incredible start for the side of Philippine Christian University. RTU just away by 5 points. They trail 20-15.
Sige, ako na lang doon. May control din naman ako doon. Pag-time of game. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Okay, sige. Pero pwede rin naman. Dito rin naman tikit.
Saan ba nakalagay direct yung?
Kasi ito.
Okay lang ba direct?
Ulit
Yun na lang kasi baka mamaya na.
Oo, kami na lang. Oo, kami na lang. Time out. Mamaya meron tayong time. Kaya papakinggan niya rin naman siya.
May report po kay galing din sa Jericho.
Oo, mamaya. Papakot.
Yeah. Number 99 is Romero.
Michael Romero.
Mike, diba?
Thank you.
Thank you. It's a preview na
Pero ito, may kartila kaya, bilis ha.
I'll highlight Michael Romero and will also highlight Lionel Pilo.
highlight whoever and I'll give the stats what they've done. Ganyan lang.
For PCU, it's Romero.
Please
For RTU, it's
proceed with your respective pitches.
Wait lang. Ba't may naririnig kayo? Hindi yata naka-on yung mic. Sir Mike, pati ka naka-on ng mic. Nakapatay, wala dito eh. Wait lang. Wala. Wala. Wait lang. Gawa.
Another sponsor. They gotta fix that sponsor.
Saan ba yan? Ay, naririnig ko. Wala. Wala yung mic. Wala rin naririnig ang panel eh. Wala oh. Dapat rinig din nila yan eh. Ang panel. Wala eh. Oo. Wala rin daw sila naririnig eh.
Sa live meron.
Hindi pa naman. Hindi nga. Kailangan.
Back into the ball game we go, just in case that you haven't really heard from a lot. We have seen one of our major sponsors, that is none other than the Thank you very much, Thomas Angelica Sarmiento, and that is again a major scenario that we would like to see, especially from what we want to take note of later on in the matchup. Both Anton, it is a major issue that we would like to take note of now. And in addition, another thing that you have to notice here is yung gameplay na ipinakita sa atin ng parehas na teams right from the start of the competition.
So fast-paced, like what we mentioned. They started off shooting the ball really, really well. No, talking about RTU. For PCU, they took 3 shots, didn't go. Fast break went well. Doon na nag-start, nag-click na.
And in addition, I would like to also take note of some of the players from PCU that has contributed already at least 5 points galing dito sa kanilang kupunan. That's Lionel Failon, D'Angelo Pasqua, and Michael Romero.
Yeah, so those 3 players, they are correct. Michael Romero leading the way. He has 7 points, 3 out of 3 from the field. 1 out of 2 para sa free throw for 7 points. And then you mentioned Lionel Failon as well as Dan Pasqua, each with 5 points. 2 out of 3, 67% for Lionel Failon. Para naman kay Dan Pasqua, 100%, 3 out of 5 from the line for 60%. So they're the major contributors para sa PCU.
Meanwhile, for Rizal Technological University, as we start the second quarter of the FEBL Season 1 with RTU and PCU facing off, just look at that, powering through everybody else. That is none other than Kenneth Obioha to start it off for PCU in the second quarter.
So Kenneth Obioha, siya nga ang isa sa mga reliables and players to watch of Coach B-Boy Simon. When I was talking to him earlier, sinabi niya na ito yung malaking isa sa mga key contributors para sa team niya today. And he showed it in that particular offensive possession.
And in that first jump alone, nakita natin yung explosiveness na meron itong si Obioha. A foul is gonna be called against Daluz. Galing dito sa kupunan ng PCU. Derek Daluz is gonna be called for a first personal foul. Second quarter lang din kasi siya sumalang, as another substitution is gonna happen here for the side of RTU. Mabibisan ang kalasa dito na, ni Coach DJ Washington.
Derek Daluz slapping the arm of the opposing RTU player. Nakaka-tempt kasi yun eh. Yung pagkitang-kita mo yung bola, you want to swat that ball or swipe that ball.
As Trinidad making it happen for the side of RTU Blue Thunders. Pangalawang tres niya na yan sa larong ito. Almost getting a steal as well, pero hindi pinayagan nitong si Manipolo. Now going to Mariabo. But there you have it, that towering Obioha for 2.
So Obioha getting 2 points to go. Naglalaro lang siya inside the paint. That's why he was able to pick up that loose ball.
Getting in the second quarter, this is something that RTU probably didn't expect, yung explosiveness and the defense that he is showing as he gets another steal. Now it's PCU, Manipolo going inside, trying it with a soft touch on the glass.
You like that soft touch of Manipolo. Even though he got that contact, that bump, he was still able to finish. So great body control.
4 points already para dito kay Castor Troy Manipolo. They're gonna try from 3. This time it's Coco finally getting it through.
Escoto getting that 3 to go from the wing.
Ooh, and another steal. Now it's a fast break opportunity in Trinidad, skying for the 2 points in a fast break.
John Jacob Trinidad already with 5 points in this quarter. 3 minutes pa lang or 2 minutes pa lang ang nakakalampas.
And if you're Coach Mandel Martirez and also TJ Washington, you'd love what you see. Effort on both ends of the floor para sa kupunan ng RTU. As there you have it, the lose finally gets the lose, and he lands it off for 2 points.
The loose on the loose. But that's a great point you mentioned earlier, Hans, no? You like the effort that's being shown. Medyo may sense of urgency na kahit second quarter pa lang for RTU.
Now it's Escoto. I thought that was going to be a crazy shot because he took the ball and he went for it right away, but look at the lose. Not going to happen that time, but the ball will be staying with him for a fresh 14.
So active hands naman ang pinapakita ng RTU. Now it's their turn to slap or tap that ball away and disrupt the offense.
But the problem is they're also going to have to try and find a way to score and get more points because of that guy, Manipolo, who has been playing extraordinarily in this first half.
So you have Daluz, Manipolo, Obioha getting in on the scoring act for the second quarter of action.
The Guzman is going to be fouled here. PCU ang matatawagan ng foul sa pagkakataon na ito.
Michael Romero.
And in addition, you know, RTU has started off very strong in the first quarter, but ever since, they are now trailing by 9 points. What do you think is the reason behind this, Coach?
I like the fact that PCU, they've adjusted their offense. They've settled down. Remember, they missed 3 early three-pointers, pero when they got their fast break going, medyo they settled down. Adrenaline dump, kumbaga. Yun usually is the case, nagkakaroon ng ganyan.
And at this point, they're not allowing RTU to be comfortable and actually set their pace, set their tempo.
That's a very good observation, Hans. Talagang you see their defense making life miserable para dito sa Blue Thunders. Yung pressure is there. Remember, kanina, 23.5 seconds. Not until that ball left the hands of John Jacob Trinidad na nakabuta sila ng 3-pointer.
Both misses this time para kay Obioha, pero si Romero na naman ang nakakuha ng rebound. This time around, that's Manipolo again. Finally getting it through. 8 points para sa kanya.
So Michael Romero, 3 offensive rebounds na yan. 3 offensive rebounds. Remember, he did not start, pero he's their energy guy, I suppose.
He's showing out. He's probably the spark plug of this team, as a foul is going to be called against PCU. They've been playing really good defense, pero pag may mga oras na dumadating na dun sa ilalim, they start to have problems in, you know, being disciplined with their fouls.
I believe it's more of the fact that they're a very wing-heavy defensive type of team. So pagdating sa loob, medyo nagkakaroon sila ng issues. But I'm pretty sure head coach B-Boy Simon, he's going to address that. And you know, Obioa and Romero, yung mga bigs nila, they're they're capable of defending down low.
That was the Guzman getting 1 out of 2, bringing the lead back down to just 10 points, 34-24 in favor of PCU.
If you look at it now, this is the first time we're seeing a full court press para sa Blue Thunders. Ito, trying to delay the offense of the Dolphins.
Kanina ginawa nila medyo half court press pa pero ngayon tuloy-tuloy na talaga.
Yes.
The lose, not gonna happen there. This is a 4-on-3 situation. Iiwan nila dito ngayon kay Torralba for the 3, not gonna happen. It's going to be Romero claiming the rebound. Manipolo bringing it down quick, deciding to set up the tempo of this play para kay Diaz. Now it's Manipolo going left-right. 10 seconds remaining for the Dolphins. He leaves it to Romero, decides to take it inside. No good. And a rebound para sa RTU na mabilis ang takbo naman para kay Torralba para sa 2 puntos. RTU finding some ways to get through and inch the lead right back to them. They now trail by just 8 points, 34-26.
When you were doing the pre-game kanina, how did you, nag-refuse sa'yo?
None.
You were just doing it on your own?
Right back into the action, you are seeing the PCU Dolphins go up against the RTU Blue Thunder. And speaking of RTU, we have some bit of information na posible nating malaman from our courtside reporter, Miss Angelica Sarmiento. Angelica, what's up there?
Hi, Han.
Hans, kwento lang sa bench ng RTU, Assistant Coach Mandel said, patience is the key. That's why he is asking his players to be patient dahil pansin nga niya na masyadong higit ang paraan ng players to handle the ball. And he also stated it is understandable since this is their first game and the Blue Thunders are still adjusting and gaining their momentum. And of course, he believe na makabawi sila sa remaining quarters. Hans and Coach Anton.
Thanks, Angelica. And just like what the head coach of RTU has mentioned, patience. Hindi mo pwedeng panggigilan ang kahit anong posibleng galaw mo dito because every point matters, coach.
That is correct. Patience talaga because there's no 10-point shot. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You have to take it 1 point at a time, 2 points at a time, 1 point at a time, 3 points, whatever the case may be. You have to be patient and get in and settle sa inyong offense. You have to trust the system that your coach and what you've practiced. You have to trust that system.
And they, could take better shots. Kasi nakikita naman natin, they have the ability to shoot it at will whenever they're open, right? But at the same time, kailangan talaga nilang i-maximize yung space na naibibigay sa kanila ng mga plays na meron sila as Escoto. Now, 3 seconds left. He's gonna leave a no-look pass na nakita naman ni Obioha. 3-on-1 fast break. Romero decides to take the 2.
So again, the defense ng PCU, you have to credit them for making it difficult para sa Blue Thunders. And that's a testament earlier. Nakita mo yung turnover. Romero running the break. That's your big running the floor. Dalawang bigs ang nag-lead ng fast break na yan.
Yup, it's Netura this time around. A big getting it for RTU na iniwan kay Toralba para sa 2 puntos.
So Toralba getting that short jumper to go inside the lane. Napaganda pa.
less than 4 minutes to go in this first half of action between these two teams. The battle of the champions, as they would say. As the Luz misses on that 3, Obioha decides to take that footer. Not gonna happen. Lokat Toralba, nag-aabang na lang pala doon sa dulo ng basketball.
So that leak out by Toralba, getting the 2 points. Nice find by his teammate. Minsan kasi you have to watch out for yung mga 3-point shot, tapos yung nag-challenge will usually leak out. So you really need to watch out for those leak outs.
First player for the Blue Thunders to reach double digits with 11 points. Itong si Stephen Toralba. Meanwhile, Austria, one of the floor generals of the side of PCU, will be bouncing back into this ball game as they still lead by 8 points. And, RTU just trying to keep it within striking distance.
They are trying to keep in pace in 38 to 30, 8-point lead. Manageable yan. Keep it at single digits. Again, be patient. 1 point, 2 points at a time.
And speaking of 1, 2, that's 1 to 2 seconds na nawala sa possession clock nitong side ng PCU because of the defense na dinadala nitong si De Guzman and company, pero biglang papawiin niya ni Austria.
That's a great pass by Obioha. Binalik lang from the inbound.
Now with 6 points, itong si Christian Austria. De Guzman thought of, getting it back. Goes to his right. Lilipat na naman para sa 3. Off to the right it goes para dito kay Proyes as far as I can remember.
So only one opportunity para sa Blue Thunders. Defensive rebounds being taken care of by the Dolphins.
Austria was able to fish a foul against Netura, and Netura has been, a really good defender for like the first few minutes, but the problem was he has committed a little bit more fouls than usual. Kaya naman siya ang babalik sa bench for the side of RTU.
Parang right on cue, Hans. But I like the offense that's being shown by the Dolphins. If you see, remember they got a 3-pointer prior to this possession. Itong possession naman, they took it strong to the hole. So Coach B-Boy Simon really mixing up the offense para dito sa PCU Dolphins, and it's paying dividends kasi nalilito yung RTU kung ano bang defense ang isa-set up nila para dito.
Kasi may mga oras na biglaan silang papasok na lang.
Exactly.
Hindi mo alam kung ano yung gagawin nito because they can also shoot from 3 points.
And yun nga, gaya ng sabi ni Coach B-Boy Simon, lahat may green light to shoot. So lahat, pagka pwedeng tumira, titira sila.
The only problem was Austria wasn't able to convert at least one. Torralba is gonna be fouled from behind. Itong si Daluz. Pangatlong personal foul na nitong si Daluz in just the second quarter of action. I think ito lang yata yung quarter na pinasok siya. He wasn't even part of the first one.
Yes. So medyo yung adrenaline, yung excitement ni Derek, very evident in this ball game.
Although that was also a miss. Galing dito kay Stephen Torralba. He's the leading scorer of the Blue Thunders as we speak.
You did mention double digits na, 12 points for Torralba, 12 or 13.
Yep, that's 12. I think that's 12, yeah.
12 points for Torralba, Stephen Torralba.
And the lead is now just back to 10 points. PCU pa rin ang may hawak ng kalamangan. This time they're gonna try it over to Manipolo, who just got back into this game, but is still that guy, coach.
That mid-range game. Grabe. One dribble pull-up. And I like seeing that game. I like that kind of simple, basic basketball. That's what I call it. Nothing flashy, nothing fancy.
This time we're talking about nothing fancy, just a set-up three-pointer from Escoto.
So Escoto getting free for that three-point attempt, and he can hit that. That's what he's known for.
That's his second three-pointer in this game already. Baba sa siyam ngayon ang kalamangan ng PCU. Just a minute and 24 left to go. Manipolo na naman for the three. Just a little bit off that time. Nagagawan sa ilalim, but look who's there. It's Michael Romero.
Mike Romero. That's already his fourth offensive rebound.
Man,
Second quarter pa lang. He's got a total of fourth offensive rebound. He's got 8 rebounds already in this ball game, and we're not even at the halfway point.
I mean, at this point, he's close to getting a double-double.
That's what we're gonna watch out for.
I mean,
look out for.
yeah, that is a miss is gonna happen there, but we're gonna do a retake dahil matatawagan si Escoto ng lane violation. So, he has another chance to go at it.
Another chance to get that double-double and increase the lead of the Dolphins.
Although he couldn't make that as of the moment, Proyes securing the rebound para sa RTU. They trail by 10 with a bit more than a minute to go in the first half. De Guzman, miscommunication there. Galing dito kay De Guzman at kay Hemol.
So Hemol had the right idea, backdoor, kasi the defense was sticking close to him. Medyo hindi lang
Nagkaamuyan.
hindi nagkatinginan ng mabuti, yung senyasan.
Would have been good that time. Would have converted for 2 points, but Malyabo now. Obioha swarmed by the defense. Finally, good defense from RTU. Here comes Soriano, challenge, but still gets it to go.
Arius Soriano getting that lefty layup to go, finishing with the offhand.
This time around, Austria, iiwan na naman dun sa dulo. Not a three-point make, but there is a foul called against RTU. They're having a difficult time trying to stop itong si Mike Romero.
Mike Romero, monster off the boards, mapa offensive, mapa defensive. He's really active on the boards, and that's what you like to see from your bigs, diba? Too often you have bigs complaining they don't get enough touches, they don't have enough plays set up for them. You know, another way for you to get 2 points, and I say this to the young players there, getting the offensive rebound will give you 2 points as well.
Yeah.
So that's something that you need to do. If a play isn't designed for you, get the offensive rebound. That's something you need to work on.
It's like, you know what? I'll do it myself.
Yes.
Right? If I don't get enough touches,
Yes.
I'll get my touches.
Get your offensive, work the glass.
And that's 2 for 2 now for Michael Romero. He leads the PCU Dolphins. And the lead is back to 10, 46-36. 15 seconds in the first half clock. Torralba going up against Austria, and that again is an offensive foul. RTU struggling to set up their plays.
I've said this earlier in the first quarter, you have to be disciplined pagdating sa setting ng pick. Don't move, don't stick out your hips. Very, very important, no? Yung disiplina dyan.
Setting up their last play now is PCU, which is why they call timeout. 46-36 lamang ang PCU Manila. What is the strategy here? What do you want to see in the final play of the first half, Coach?
Obviously, I want to see an executed play off of a timeout. That's something that we need. But no need to get that three-point basket. Just execute your offense properly para makakuha kayo ng last say in this half.
And that's Obioha with a final shot. They got what they wanted. They got a shot off, but the problem is it just didn't go in. Whatever so, 46-36 is still the lead. Nahahawakan ng PCU Manila at the end of the first half. RTU Blue Thunders are going to be trailing by 10 and they're going to have some talking to do. And we will be right back for the second half. Dito lamang sa first season ng Far East Basketball League.
Idol, kailangan ba ng tulong ng cameraman? Direct.
Mr. Rolando Maningas, ang CEO and founder ng Utol App. So Mr. Rolando, welcome po dito sa FEBL. It's a pleasure to have you here po sa opening day po namin. And I want to take this opportunity to ask you more about this Utol App po. Pwede po ba ipakilala sa amin ang Utol App?
Ang Utol ay isang ride-hailing app na na-accredit ng LTFRB noong May 5. Ito ay isang TNC na binuo ng mga Pilipino IT developer at siyang nagko-connect sa pasahero at sa mga driver. So, ang isang TNC ay nag-accredit sa mga bagong TNBS driver para sila ay legal na makapasada. Ang TNC po natin ay meron na rin po ngayon sa mga probinsya, sa Iloilo, sa Cebu, Bacolod, bagong bukas pa lang po ang ating mga office doon.
Maraming salamat po. Talaga namang malaking tulong ang app na ito sa ating mga Filipino commuters at isang magandang balita din na lahat pala ng parte ng kumpanya na ito ay all Filipinos. At gusto ko din pong itanong sa inyo kung anong potential po ang nakita niyo sa FEBL kaya napili niyo po itong suportahan.
Okay, nakikita kasi ng utol na halos parehas na bago ang utol, ang APBL bago rin, at nakikita namin na malaki ang potensyal ng APBL dahil sa kanilang ginagawa na pagsuporta sa mga kabataan na makapag-participate sa mga ganitong liga, maging sa mga kalapit natin na probinsya. Inaasahan ko sa mga darating na araw at panahon ay magiging kilala rin at magiging tanyag ang APBL dahil sa pagsuporta sa mga kabataan.
Maraming salamat po Mr. Rolando at gusto ko din pong bigyan kayo ng chance para batiin at pasalamatan ng kahit sino pong gusto niyo sa ating mga manonood.
Kami lubos na sa utol ay lubos po kami nagpapasalamat na makipag-partner sa NPBL. Ganun din sa mga sumusuporta sa utol at mga Pilipino na tumatangkilik sa amin para magtuloy-tuloy po ang serbisyo ng utol na makapagbigay ng komportableng masasakyan para sa mga Pilipino. Thank you po.
Maraming salamat po Mr. Rolando and again welcome po dito sa FEBL at dyan lang kayo at huwag kayong mawala dahil nagbabalik ang FEBL Senior Division Season 1 after this halftime break.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
You are still watching the Far East Basketball League's first season that is spearheaded by Rizal Technological University and Philippine Christian University, who is, by the way, in the lead, 46-36. Again, FEBL Season 1 is presented to you by Nature Spring, Fat Boys Pizza, and Easy Jersey Outfitter. It's still Hans Galleria and Coach Anton De Los Reyes with you, and so far it has been PCU dictating the pace of this game.
Look at the stats. Points from turnovers, PCU with 12, RTU with 7. The nice thing about PCU, they only have 3 turnovers in this ball game. So kung makikita mo, yes, they may have, the RTU may have capitalized on those turnovers, but 3 turnovers, and to think, they're a very fast-paced team. That's a very nice statistic to have. On the other end, ang RTU Blue Thunders, 11 turnovers. So no doubt, that's something that the coaching staff will need to address. Points in the paint, 22-16. Medyo dikitan yan, pero alam naman natin, Michael Romero, that's pretty much his area of expertise. Going into that second chance points, 9-2. I mentioned this, Michael Romero. Malaking factor dyan because Michael Romero, he already has for the PCU Dolphins 5 offensive rebounds.
Malinis ang kuha niya all the time, and in addition, he has been one of the key factors kung bakit sila nakakakuha noong second chance points na yon, and it's really gonna matter yung kanyang contribution dito, lalo na't we start to see him on screen once again. Parang wala siyang kapaguran, no? Yeah, I know that everybody else is well conditioned, but if you're someone like Michael Romero who grabs, tries to figure out your ways, the third quarter, by the way, is finally happening. Ang hirap hanapin yung pwesto mo sa ilalim.
It takes its toll also, yung mga ganyang positioning inside. Banggaan kayo ng banggaan with the other bigs.
Toralba, nabitawan niya yung kanyang basketball sa pagkakataon na yon. So this time it's PCU again, hold up. That is an offensive foul, an arm. A stiff arm kind of happened there. So Manipolo is going to be called for the offensive foul.
So Manipolo, correct. Castor Troy Manipolo getting called for that charging foul.
This time around, it's Torralba kontra kay Austria. Just a little bit more than 9 minutes in the first quarter. Torralba decides to take it. Not gonna happen. Austria, inabangan sana itong si Romero dun sa dulo, but they're gonna set up a play as at the moment. Maliabo to Failon, finding Manipolo once again. That's his favorite shot. He's not gonna take it. Austria decides to shoot it himself. Agawan sa bola ngayon, but the ball will go to RTU.
But you like that offensive rebound or trying to get that offensive rebound. I'm talking about Lionel Failon para sa Dolphins. He was fighting for that leather.
Not only that, but he's also scoring. You know, he's contributed to the scoring department as Titura, point blank range. Gonna miss there as at the moment. But on the other hand, it's Maliabo on the way to Failon once again, and Manipolo scores for the 3. Not gonna happen that time.
Short on that 3-point attempt from the corner is Manipolo. Nice offense executed, di nga lang nakakonvert.
Nitura forcing the issue there, but it's not gonna happen as of the moment.
Antonio Nitura, we know him as a outside threat, pero at that time, trying to get his offense going, trying to mix it up.
He's using his size, you know. Most of the players or from the opposing team ay medyo mas malaki siya. So he's trying to do or to take advantage of that, but not gonna happen as of the moment. Yung tres ni Austria, hindi papasok. Torralba's gonna try, iiwan, peke. Muntikan pang pumasok, but instead, paghihirapan niya ng konti yan dahil Jericho Harabejo is gonna be going to the free throw line for
Great position by Jericho Harabejo, and also credit to Torralba for finding his teammate underneath. Ganda ng up fake niya dun. That is the defender up in the air. Got that contact. Sayang hindi lang niya nakuha yung end one bucket. Now he's going to get a chance to get a 3-point. I'm sorry, get a chance to get those 2 points from the foul line.
It is still 7 minutes and 34 seconds in the third quarter. And you're going to have to take note of Jericho Harabejo. First visit onto the free throw line. And unfortunately, he's going to be missing both. That has been a struggle for RTU, yung kanilang mga free throws, and they have had a lot of attempts right from the start.
Talking about free throws, RTU, they are at 50% for this ball game. So they need to convert more on those free throws for them to have a chance to get back into this ball game.
Lalo na kasi kung dikitan yung laban, the free throws really are gonna matter. You're right.
Pag nagkadikitan, because right now it's a 10-point lead. So when it gets close, importante yan talaga.
Si Mitura ang lumapit at dumikit dun sa kanyang kalaban, but Filon rejected that completely. Just 9 seconds left now. Baseline inbound para sa dalawang kupunan. How is it gonna happen here? RTU setting it up, but again, miscommunication one after another for the Blue Thunders. Austria leaving it to the other side para sa dalawang puntos.
Great pass by Austria. Akala natin wala na, pero nagawan pa ng paraan ni Austria at nabigay sa kanyang kakampi.
That was a good looking shot now. Galing dito sa kanila, but again, in the same way, papawi naman. Ito si Stephen Torralba para sa 2 puntos.
Stephen Torralba getting that bang in the bucket. They'll be able to get the 3-point play the traditional way.
Good take coming in from them, and in addition, kumbaga, this has been the story of the side of, RTU na they're really trying to force the issue inside, but the problem is it really is gonna take a toll on you, and minsan suswertehin ka talaga na kapag na-convert mo yan with an end one.
That's correct. And that's the case for this one. He was able to get that 3-point play, pero RTU, the Blue Thunders, trying their best to get within striking distance sa PCU Dolphins.
Ooh, look at this. Another one of those fast break opportunities na napigil itong si Austria. But that's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul called against Christian Austria. Dahil diretso na itong si Torralba.
Napatid ni Austria.
That starts to become a problem. Mind you, the one that scored a while ago was Wesley Dulay. We're gonna see him in just a bit, and with an instant replay, kitang-kita yun ng ating referee. He was already, on the way to the highway, if I should say, but it was still stopped whatsoever. But Torralba is that guy who is trying to figure out some ways to get RTU back in this game.
That's correct. Wesley Dulay was the one who scored earlier. Ganda ng pasa sa kanya doon. We all thought mapapalpar or match-check yung offense na yun.
Now it's Torralba against the loose. Torralba, iiwan na naman para kay Harabejo sa 2 puntos.
Earlier, sa fast break, you saw Dulay getting that pass from Messini. Ito si Torralba getting or doing the same thing.
Ooh, another turnover now para sa kupunan ng PCU. RTU, they're like a diesel engine. Ngayon sila umiinit, and they are just down by 5 points courtesy of beautiful defensive pressures and possessions.
So na-force yung backward violation doon because of the pressure defense ng RTU. Patience on offense, relentless on defense naman ng RTU Blue Thunders.
You're seeing on your screens head coach Viboy Simon just trying to plead the case of the Dolphins, trying to tell them na hindi pa naman umabot ng backward violation. Instead, he gets a warning. As Torralba now, he has the momentum on his side, but the defense was right on him. Takbuhang malupit na naman as Manipolo skies for 2 points.
Manipolo switching hands in mid-air, finishing with the left hand. You gotta love that kind of fast-paced basketball being shown by the Dolphins.
12 points now for Castor Troy. Manipolo, and a rejection from the Dolphins. Harabejo faking it. That's Trinidad para sa 3 puntos.
John Jacob Trinidad, one dribble, getting his rhythm going, gets that 3 to go.
Made it just in time from that press. Apat na lang ang kalamangan ng PCU ngayon. Here comes the lose. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Binabantayan ni Trinidad. Leaves it for Failon. That's his shot. Just not gonna make it as of the moment. Torralba. Now it's Proyes. Masyadong malalim lang yun. Manipolo once again going at it. Another steal. And now it's wide open for RTU. They're gonna go ahead and land on those 2 points. A beautiful run galing sa RTU Blue Thunders, and they're back in this game officially. 50-48, dalawa na lang ang lamang ng PCU. Coach Anton, RTU Blue Thunders have been stellar in this third quarter, to say the least. They were down at least 12 points to start off the third, and now they went on a 10-0 run to stay in pace with PCU.
That's correct. This run being put together by the Blue Thunder, like what their coach said, they have to be patient. They've been relentless on defense, patient on offense.
Now it's Manipolo again who's gonna try it. Not gonna happen that time. Offensive rebound na naman, pero still, para dito kay Trinidad, as they would like to go at it once more. Trinidad iiwan sa ilalim, pero lalanding dun sa paa. Turnover para sa Blue Thunders.
That pass was too low. Ganda sana ng cut sa baseline para sa Blue Thunders. Again, just the pass was too low.
Now they're gonna try to go at it again. Trinidad. Jarabejo finding someone. Quick passing here to Ralba. Not gonna happen there for them. Gusto pa siya kumuha ng sarili niyang throw. That was a sorry miss coming in from Stephen Torralba. He was trying to get contact onto the shot, right?
He was actually able to get some contact, pero the referees deemed na hindi enough for that shot to be altered or to give that particular advantage to the defense, kaya hindi tinawagan.
Beautiful crossover from Torralba. Jarabejo gets the friendly bounce, and we are all tied up at 50 points.
50 all is our score. They were down by as much as 14 points. Ito, nakahabol na. Sorry, check that. 12 points. The biggest lead of PCU was at 12 points. Pero ngayon, ito na. Remember, we started the third quarter 46. Okay, 46 ang PCU.
Yeah, I believe that's 46 to 36.
Yes, 46 to 36. Pero ngayon, 50 all.
For 7 minutes, PCU has only scored 4 points, courtesy of the amazing defense ng RTU. Kumbaga, giving a taste of their own medicine ang ginawa sa kanila, but Obioha skying through. Not gonna happen. Failon, ilalaban niya na lang din, and this time he will be the one to go to the free throw line.
So offensive rebounds, yan ang dyan lumalamang ang PCU. Currently, they have a total of, when the half ended, it was at 8. Ngayon, meron na silang 14 offensive rebounds. That's 6 in this quarter.
Still a lot more possessions if you ask me.
Yes, extra possessions yan.
Failon is going to be making that first free throw. He now has 6 points. The mid-range dead eye of PCU.
I like what you mentioned earlier, no? That 4 points, or ito, 6 points, 7 minutes and change ang nakalampas sa ating third quarter. Now, that's a testament to what you said. Patience on offense, relentless on defense. Yan ang nangyari, at ito ang nangyari para sa Blue Thunders. Nakahabol na sila.
This time, Trinidad, medyo umusog pa ng konti. He wanted the free. Just couldn't get it.
Wanted to give the lead to the Blue Thunders.
Momentum-based shot sana yun para sa RTU, just not happening yet. Meanwhile, they want to go at it again. The lose, good block coming in from Proyes. And that's going to be your foul called against the side of PCU. Manipolo siyang matatawagan ngayon. And this time, second personal yan para kay Manipolo. And for the last 2 minutes of the third, they are currently at the penalty situation.
It'll be free throws from here on in.
Coach Anton, I'd like to up on what I said a while ago. Free throws now. You talked about it not being close, but this is as close as we can get, and Torralba started it off with a miss.
That's right. Whenever it's a close ball game, those free throws, you're going to look at it at the end of the ball game. And tomorrow, when you go to practice, your head coach is you're going to get an earful from him.
Obioha getting it through. Decides to take it himself. He gets rejected by Jarabejo. Now they want to try again. Not gonna happen this time around. Para dito kay Yeva. Proyes for the three. Not enough to take the lead here. Maila pa rin sa RTU ang kalamangan. Failon leaving it for Austria. Everybody jumping up and down. And another jump will happen, this time in terms of possession, kasi RTU na naman ang basketball.
Sayang yung offensive set na yon. That pass by Manipolo, picture perfect, right on target. But you credit the defense of RTU. They were right in step.
Obioha giving good defense here. Pero na-secure yan itong si Arabejo. Only 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Trinidad against Obioha. Deciding to go with a turnaround, but Obioha with a beautiful defense. Now it's 4 on 2, and that's going to be Austria getting the 2 points.
Those active hands by Obioha. He's a big, remember, pero ang ganda ng kamay niya at nakakakuha siya ng mga steal.
He has good laterals for a big. Mabilis yung kanyang galaw, and now the lead is back up to 3. Torralba against Austria. We've seen this all game long, Coach.
Now matchup.
Oh, the problem it was, that's another turnover, and that's another Austria finger roll.
Christian Austria getting that finger roll to go. Ganda ng double team kay Torralba at that time. Nabulaga.
Now it's finally PCU scoring double digits. Diet falling to the ground. 9 seconds remaining. Now it's Torralba lining up a 3. Rainbow shot to go.
So Torralba getting that 3 to go even with that challenge. And nakita mo yung napakalinis ng challenge doon, pero still made it.
That's the question. That is a make. But is it good? Manipolo with a rainbow shot. That was a low-key squeeze in. We're going to figure that out in just a bit, magkakaalaman. But as of the moment, it's 56-54. Lamang ng dalawa ang PCU Dolphins against the RTU Blue Thunders.
Sayang walang NCRA team.
Back into the ball game we go. You are still watching the very first game of the very first season of the Far East Basketball League. That is brought to you by Nature Spring, Fat Boys Pizza, and Easy Jersey Outfitter. Once again, this is Hans Caloria and Coach Anton de los Reyes with you, bringing you the action in a very tight matchup after 3 quarters, 56-54 in favor of PCU Dolphins. Huling matchup na yan. Coach, talk to us about how RTU has managed to bounce back after being down 12 points for almost the entirety of this game.
So it was again patience on offense, relentless on defense. And when I say relentless, remember first half natapos ang PCU, 3 lang ang turnover, naka-siyam na sila ngayon. So that's the defense that we were talking about ng RTU. Sa kabila naman, ang RTU, yung kanilang field goal percentage ng third quarter ay tumaas na. They're now shooting at 51% compared to 45% para sa PCU. So yan ang storya kung bakit. Dahil sa turnovers, at the same time, better shot selection for RTU.
And I feel like what they've been doing, which is the full court press, has helped RTU so much. As Austria, sorry miss on point blank range there.
He was right there.
Yeah, right there, skying high for the shot, not getting the shot to fall. Escoto thought about it, leaves it for Torralba, who has been the hot hand of this RTU team, actually already having 20 points in this game. That is major for someone who would always be called as the Mr. Triple-Double in all of his other leagues.
Talking about Mr. Triple-Double, he has 21 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds in this ballgame. So medyo malayo-layo pa. Yung points niya nandun na. But the assists and rebounds.
But at least that's a little bit of everything still.
Yes.
Right? If you're Torralba, especially with the scoring department, and you would say that this is a very low-scoring ball game. Although Prolias got a little too excited with that one, masyadong malakas yung pasa.
Yes, too strong on that pass for Prolias. And that's right. I like that we're highlighting Torralba because he's a point guard. He's a guard. And to get rebounds, to get assists, to be able to help you in so many categories in this in a ball game, that's a luxury for the Blue Thunders.
Austria iiwan kay Romero para sa 2 puntos. It's so difficult to stop this guy once na meron na siyang buwelong kasama.
We're talking about Torralba, a point guard of the other team for the Blue Thunders. Habang eto naman, si Christian Austria. Siya naman daw. No? Kaya ko rin naman mamasa, coach.
He can do it. Yes. I can do it too.
Yes. Christian Austria already has 10 points in this ball game. Got 3 assists as well.
Actually, they were contesting on whether or not it was on Prolias or it was on Nitura. If it was on Prolias, if it was a foul by Prolias, that would have been already graduation for this guy. But the good thing is, it was on Nitura, so Prolias is still gonna have a chance to play. 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock now for RTU. Naghahanap na naman sa ilalim, pero hindi makukuha ni Escoto yan.
That pass was read perfectly by the Dolphins defense.
Was too tight as well.
Yes.
Austria leaving it again. Wide open. People trying to get the rebound. But Escoto had a hand of it. But a jump ball was called, so it will still stay, or it will go now to the side of RTU.
The possession arrow pointing to RTU. That's why they have the ball.
This time around, Escoto susubukan ng depensa nitong si Failon. And that defense proved to be stronger.
2 turnovers now off of errant passes para sa Blue Thunders. They need to take care of those, they need to take care of the leather.
Magkasunod yun.
Yes.
Manipolo, mid-range, his favorite shot. Hindi man pumasok yun, pero coach, what I like about this player is that yung vuelo niya sa tira niya, ang taas ng talon niya upon that arcing of the shot, right?
Yeah, so he has a very nice looking jumper. It's very kumbaga in balance. And that's a testament also for a person that does strength and conditioning work. So if you're very, very, how do I say it, religious in going to the gym and doing your gym work, yan ang nagiging outcome. And again, I mentioned this, no, yung mid-range game, one dribble pull-up, I love that kind of game. It's kind of like a forgotten art because ngayon, alam mo na, 3-point heavy.
Yep.
Yung mid-range game, the midi, nawawala na yan. And bako, I like that game. I like the mid-range game.
But it's still, he's showing that it is still a thing right now. And he now has 13 points because of it. This time it's Torralba getting a screen from Harabejo. Torralba against Austria, susubukan ng depensa. But that defense has again proven to be an absolute madman at babalik ngayon si PCU ang bola.
That's 3 possessions now na RTU has not gotten anything. No, 2 errors. Ito, wouldn't chalk it as an error, pero a good defensive stand forcing that shot was James Torralba. Sorry, Stephen Torralba.
Yep, Stephen Torralba. Si Malyabo, hindi niya rin ata alam kung ititira niya o ipapasa niya at that point. Pero ito sigurado ititira talaga. Umupo pa sa ere and Proyes gets the 2.
Proyes, great pass, pero better shot. Contorting in mid-air, getting that to go.
Romero leaving it to Austria and then to Manipolo. That's the shot that he loves to do all the time.
At mid-range game, that short jumper from the baseline always going to be there for Manipolo.
Manipolo already with 15 points in this game. Diet gets to the Guzman. Leaving it onto the wing. Proyes again tries it. Not gonna happen, but the smallest guy on the floor leaves it for Diet. Another thing that doesn't happen, Harabejo decides to take it himself, and he gets the 2 points. Harabejo just starting to come alive, 6 points in the second half. We haven't heard a lot from him noong simula nitong laban na ito, but he has been showing out in an integral piece. But speaking of that, that's Christian Austria. Another guy who's just skying high for the 2 points.
Christian Austria is still continuing to do the damage. Remember earlier, he missed yung ganyang layup, pero this time he made sure, tatapusin ko to. Makakakuha pa ako ng 3-point play opportunity. Talking about Christian Austria.
Widening the gap here by 5 points, 63 to 58. And it's gonna stay that way. Probably more, not gonna happen there para kay Failon. Proyes now. Leaving it, dire-diretso itong si Diet. And that's gonna be 2 points para dito kay Jeffero Diet. 4 points in total para sa numero 1 ng RTU. Lead is down to just 3 points. Manipolo. Man, we're gonna have to take a look at that at all times.
That one dribble pull-up for Manipolo, working wonders. That mid-range game is on for Manipolo.
I would understand why the opposition would jump, but that's exactly the reason why you shouldn't. 65 to 60 in favor of PCU. For RTU, they need to find a way to bounce back in this game with less than 4 minutes to go. For PCU, they're going to have to do their best to hold on to this 5-point lead and keep the Blue Thunders within striking distance, because at this point, they have Austria with 10, Manipolo with, I believe, 17, and they also have Michael Romero with 16 points. So that's the three people you're gonna have to take a look at kung ikaw ang RTU, kung sino ang dapat mong pigilan. But speaking of which, if you're PCU, you're gonna have to stop this guy.
That's correct. So they're now trading baskets. Steven Torralba making sure that his team is within striking distance. One possession ball game.
Stephen Torralba already with 22 points. Big ones para sa RTU. Manipolo. This time no jumping, but that's an ankle breaker play. Just couldn't convert onto that shot. Now it's going to be Torralba again. Doesn't need anything fancy. We're gonna bring it back down to just 1 point.
So Stephen Torralba flexing his muscles after making that shot. That's correct. Nothing fancy, just getting the job done.
Crazy close is this game. Set up tempo shot. Manipolo is just that guy right now.
Castor Manipolo getting it done. They're now trading baskets like two boxers in a heavyweight match.
Oh man, everybody showing their moves now. $50,000 move, 50-cent finish for Glorious. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That was unfortunate.
This time De Castro leaving it for Failon, and then to Austria decides to take it. Too short on that one. Failon absorbing another offensive rebound. 10 seconds in the shot clock. 2 minutes and 10 in the game clock. Manipolo finding Austria on the left side. Couldn't get it to fall. Torralba na naman ang nagmamadali. Manuelo umupo sa ere. At ang lahat ng mga teammates niya na nakaupo, they were about to stand up, but you know what? We're gonna sit back down and let you settle for 2.
Skying high, Stephen Torralba. He's carrying the fight para dito sa RTU Blue Thunders. So Stephen Torralba, unofficially, he has 25 points. Chance to make it 26, and he does. Cuts the lead down to 2 points.
Just crazy work coming in.
And the difficult thing about that move by Stephen Torralba was he had teammates running with him at the wing, so they couldn't leave him alone because there was still that pass that he could do because he's a very capable passer.
Final 2 minutes of this game. It's Torralba against Manipolo. This is the matchup that you're gonna have to take note of. Iiwan, pero andun pala sa dulo. Torralba leaves it for Prolius, and that is an end-one opportunity. Finally, this time, it is PCU trailing by 1 as RTU overtakes them.
Remember, the last time that RTU had the lead was back in the first quarter pa. Ngayon, nakalamang na sila.
They now lead by 1, 68-67, with 1 minute and 37 to go in the first game of FEBL. Just 1 minute and 37 seconds to go in the very first game of the Far East Basketball League. Philippine Christian University was in the lead for the entirety almost of this game until RTU, specifically Stephen Torralba, said, "You know what? I'ma change your opinion about that." just gets one.
As our FEBL tagline goes, kami naman. O RTU, kami naman ang lalabang.
My turn.
Yes.
My goodness. This time around, here's Manipolo finding someone down low. That's a very good play. Just couldn't finish. Ito si Lionel Filon.
The eyes of Caster Troy Manipolo finding his teammate cutting down the baseline.
This time it's Torralba against Dulay. Oh, a crucial turnover para sa RTU. That was a sorry take from him. Good defense from Dulay. I guess this is the reason why he's inside the field right now.
So that's why he's there for defensive purposes, and we saw it right there. Ang galing ng hugot doon ni head coach B-Boy Simon. Magic bunot yung datingan for defensive purposes.
Dulay coming through on the defensive end. He's now expected to do the same thing on the offense. Manipolo. He sits in the air again. And this time he's gonna try his chances on the charity stripe to hopefully tie it at 69. Coach, this has been an entirely close game at the start of the second half and beyond.
We never expected that. Actually, we thought PCU was going to keep that lead. They were going to take care of that lead. Pero ito ngayon, ang RTU pa ang lamang, and the PCU is now going to try to get those 2 points from the line courtesy of Caster Troy Manipolo. We're just going to correct that. It's actually not Dulay, but it's Daluz.
Daluz, yep, that's Daluz.
Derek Daluz, ang magic bunot ni head coach B-Boy Simon.
And that is Castor Troy Manipolo. That is 9 points in the fourth quarter, 11 in the second half. Really coming through for the Dolphins as we speak. He's now playing defense against Torralba with a quick first step, and Ozioha getting the important steal. Filon with a midi. That's good.
I mentioned this earlier, Obioha, he has very active hands. He has great lateral footwork like what you mentioned. That's being showcased earlier in that turnover and that steal. So napakaganda talaga nitong ginagawa ni Kenneth Obioha.
Doing the right things now para sa kanila, but as we would like to say it, there's still a lot of matches going on. It's the College of St. Catherine going up against Angeles University Foundation in our next matchup of today's very first day. And also mentioning how the start it has been, or what an amazing start it has been for the FEBL season, given that it was Angeles, or should I say Philippine Christian University, getting their gears up at the right time. A crucial free throws from Manipolo. And then there's also a steal from Obioha.
Crucial find by Manipolo to Filon for that baseline jumper. So those sequence of events.
Just a lot of things you have to take note of here, but this time, if you are the player on the screen who's about to go to the right side of the screen, specifically Stephen Torralba, how are you feeling as of this moment? Is it better to take a 2 or a 3?
I would settle. I wouldn't say settle, but I would take the quick 2. Quick 2 if it's available, but run your offense. If the 3 is there in your offense, go ahead and take that, but I always go quick 2.
As expected, it's Torralba. He's going to try to find someone here. This time it's Netura leaving it, but good defensive possession coming in from PCU. 15 seconds. Obioha not going to work as well. Everybody scrambling for the basketball. But that is out of bounds. And this time, there's going to be 9 seconds for RTU to manufacture a shot to hopefully tie or win this game. What will it be? We don't know that as of the moment, but 9 seconds is more than enough time to think of a strategy.
That's correct. That's a lot of time. It's an eternity of a basketball, 9 seconds. But prior to that, you have to enjoy the fact that that was number 99, Mike Romero. He was the one who got that offensive rebound. He was fighting for it. He dove for that ball. So Michael Romero still doing the dash. Quite surprising, no? Nung fourth quarter, we didn't see much of him.
We didn't see much of him. That's right.
That's right. Ginamit or pinasok ulit ni head coach B-Boy Simon.
But I feel like now is the time to get him in there.
Yes.
Because he's literally one of the players that could get you an extra possession.
You mentioned earlier, spark off the bench. He's an energy guy para dito sa PCU Dolphins.
But the question is, will we go an extra 5 seconds or 5 minutes? Or will this be the end of it all? Torralba. That is a foul.
That is something that they can capitalize on. The team foul situation.
Yep, they still have one more to give.
One more.
7 seconds now. Just trying to pace it through. Oh dear. Ball possession will be staying with the side of Rizal Technological University, but time is dwindling down one by one.
Kamontik na doon. Talking about that harabeho, that miscommunication.
Here we go. A quick inbound. He's going to try to find a way. But that is a kickball violation as far as I can remember. Oh no! It's a blocking foul. At the right time. Only 1 second remaining. How is this going to happen now? But that's going to be a cliffhanger of a moment because we will be going to a timeout courtesy of Coach B-Boy Simon. And man, that last 9 seconds felt like forever, Coach.
I'm pretty sure if it felt forever for us, more so para dito sa kupunan ng PCU Dolphins. Kasi syempre, inaantay na lang maubos yung oras para nga masecure na nitong first win dito sa FEBL.
My goodness. We
Almost,
didn't expect.
Almost yung mga turnovers.
Yeah, it was a 50-50 ball.
Yes.
Right? Kung sakaling, let's say, si Torralba, si Harabejo, or si Collies yung nakahawak,
yes.
This game would have been over. But the thing is,
the excitement that our league
and
is
the story
bringing.
continues.
Yes.
I cannot wait to see these teams battle it out in the second round robin.
Double
Coach.
round robin.
Here we go. Baseline inbound. That's going to be Prolius. Not going to get it through. And at the end of the basketball game, the very first one of the Far East Basketball League, what a game it has been. PCU escaping with a 71-69 victory against Rizal Technological University. Philippine Christian University will be moving up the standings 1-0 to begin their campaign in the first season of FEBL.
It's a great start. 1-0, you always want to get that first win, but if you don't get it, that's okay. You have a lot of time para makabawi naman. Talking about the RTU Blue Thunders.
I mean, they had a good showing as well, and considering that, you know, this is their first game of the season pa lamang, you're gonna have to give it to them. But talk to me about this guy, man. Castor Manipolo, the mid-range dead-eye of the side of PCU.
Castor Manipolo, very basic game. One dribble pull-up. He likes getting that mid-range jumper to go. You love seeing that from this type of player. You like seeing that kind of game.
And we're gonna be knowing and getting some information from Miss Angelica Sarmiento. Angelica?
Kasama ko na ang ating best player of the game, Troy Manipolo, scoring 21.6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 6 steals. So, Troy, congratulations. And gusto ko malaman, paano ka nag-prepare for FEBL?
Yung nalaman po namin ng RTU, yung mga kalaban namin, naganda po talaga kami. Yung weekends din po, nag-ensayo po kami imbis na magpapahinga kasi champion din po sila sa PCU Season 2. Yun po.
And it was a win, but hindi ito naging madali. Sa tingin mo, ano yung pinaka-naging challenge for this game?
Nabigla kami sa mga one-on-one nung ano nila. One-on-one play nila. Expect namin kasi lahat po sila tumitira.
Thank you so much and once again, congratulations. Baka meron kang gustong batiyan, may pasalamatan sa ating viewers.
Nabati ko po yung family ko po, yung daddy ko at yung mama ko. Tapos yung mga kapatid ko po, ito po yung mga pinsang ko, tapos yung Canores po, tsaka po si General Francisco.
Thank you so much and once again, congratulations, Roy Manipolo, our best player of the game. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Miss Angelica Sarmiento. What an incredible start to the day it has been. 71-69 is the final score. At maya-maya lamang ay makikita na natin ang susunod na laban. In behalf of Miss Angelica Sarmiento and also Coach Anton de los Reyes, my name is Hans Galeria. Magbabalik ang FEBL Season 1.
Ikaw ulit second game, Sir Hans. Ganun lang pag-post game right after ng player of the game.